today with a quote by the famous Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. Most people I have met spend more time planning their summer vacation than they spend planning their life. Instead of living by design, many people end up living by default. Their lives become nothing more than reacting to what is thrown at them instead of creating a plan and setting the direction for their life. You must understand that what is in your past is not your destiny. It is what is in front of you, the direction you are moving in, and your potential that really matter. Several years ago, we purchased a new set of bunk beds, and I began the unenviable task of assembling the beds. Excited to be able to demonstrate my prowess and my skill as a workman, I began consulting the included instructions. Step by step, my confidence grew, and I decided there was no longer any need for the instructions. Casting them aside, I moved through steps 8 through 1,542 without the aid of the instructions. Finally, I arrived at the final 2 steps. Much to my dismay, I quickly learned somewhere prior to these final steps, I had made a mistake. In frustration, I reversed my steps and in defeat, consulted the instructions. Of course, this was frustrating when I finally discovered my mistake, but it reminded me of a very valuable lesson. If you're going to get anywhere in life, you've got to pay attention. This journey called life demands your attention. There are 2 groups of people that I've come across in this world. First, there are those who are reactive. And people who are reactive just live their lives responding to circumstances that life brings their way. The majority of people who are reactive just exist. They never seem to accomplish much because they spend the majority of their time and energy reacting to circumstances instead of trying to do something about what happens before things go crazy. But then you have those people who are proactive. They seem to always be one step ahead of the curve. They shape the future instead of the future shaping them. These people are adaptive and visionary. The proactive group seems to see what is coming before it ever shows up. Not much surprises them because they spend the majority of their lives crafting the right direction for their lives to take. Wayne Gretzky, one of the greatest hockey players of all time, stated, "I skate to where the puck is going, not to where it has been." And this is how we should approach our lives as well. Oliver Wendell Holmes stated, "The greatest thing in the world is not so much where you stand as in what direction we are moving." A great example of someone in our lifetime that has been proactive is Steve Jobs. People like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and others seem to always have the ability to forecast the future and begin turning long before the curve in the road. I challenge you to quit living life defensively and start living life on the offensive. Go after what you want. Set the trajectory of your life in the direction that you feel you should go, and just go for it. Eventually you're going to get there, and when you do, it will be worth it.